Welcome to Business Scale Insights with Kimberly Bonner. Listen for commentary, interviews, and information on how to grow your business. For all the details, contact businessscaleinsightsnetwork.com. So, Empire Builders, are you ready? Here's Kimberly Bonner.
Hello and welcome, Empire Builders. I'm your host, Kimberly Bonner, and this is the second episode of the Business Scale Insights FM and AM radio show. And I'm so excited to take what is currently in podcast form and share it with the FM, AM radio audience and beyond. This show is all about helping entrepreneurs and would-be entrepreneurs move from a startup mentality to a scale-up mentality. I think I spent most of last week's show. If you didn't know, if you didn't listen, I'm just going to actually help you get up to speed about what last week's show was about. I talked about entrepreneurship and how much of the entrepreneurial culture in the United States and around the world is all about the art of the start. Everybody's talking about how do you start that business? And that's terrific. You know, kudos, hip, hip, hooray. I'm so glad. Congratulations. You started a business, you gave birth to the business. That's wonderful. We need to have baby businesses birthed out all over the world each and every day. But here's the problem, folks. After you give birth to your business, after you start your business, then what? What happens? It's like giving birth to a baby and then being utterly and totally clueless right afterwards, after you come home from the hospital. Unfortunately, the mortality rates of startups range anywhere from 80 to 90%. I shared this statistic on last week's episode, with the vast majority of startups not making it to see their 5th birthday. Okay, folks, that's like having your little baby and the baby just, withering away before it's even 5. That's absolutely crazy. If we weren't talking about businesses and we were talking about people and we said, oh, we had an 80 to 90% mortality rate for our kids in America, doctors and lawyers and policymakers and our communities and everybody would be like, what's going on? We need to fix this. I think that is absolutely crazy. And I believe that we need to do something about it. Some of you might be thinking, oh my God, Kim, you're overreacting. That's not a big deal. An 80 to 90% mortality rate is not a big deal for a startup because it's just a startup. It's just a business. It's not really real. Why are you comparing it to babies? Well, part of this show's mission is all about changing people's mindsets because it's a big problem in business. Your mindset is your destiny. What you fundamentally believe, you will behave, you will act out. I see this all the time in my life. I've seen this in my career. I've seen this in my private and professional life. Beliefs really birth behavior. And so if you really believe that an 80 to 90% mortality rate for businesses is not a big thing, is not a big deal, then it's going to be almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. And we're going to see these casualties all around us. I fundamentally believe that it's not okay. And I fundamentally believe that it's just like, saying it's okay to have a mortality rate that's high for life. Because I believe healthy, prosperous businesses give people life. And I want to just full stop, pump the brakes right there. And this is a very countercultural statement. It is radical. I don't see it in business literature. I think I'm one of the few people that is saying this, but that's part of the brand of this show. And it's part of my personal brand. Healthy businesses, healthy, humane businesses help to create healthy communities, healthy schools, healthy homes, healthy parents, healthy kids, and healthy environments, okay? Healthy, prosperous, humane businesses do give life. And they give life to people and they give life to places. And I know, again, I am always been countercultural. I say things 10 to 15 years before everybody catches wind of it. And they're like, oh, God, Kim, you were a genius. Yeah, I was talking about this 10 years ago. Well, remember this day. You were listening to Business Scale Insights with Kimberly Bonner, and I said something. And then in about 10 to 15 years, you're going to start hearing this in the majority of the business literature. Healthy, prosperous, humane businesses do give life. The converse is also true. If you've traveled the world and you've seen poverty, whether it's in America or in another country, and I could dedicate an entire show to this because I've seen this in my own life. I've seen this in my own family's life. I've seen this in communities. I have a personal mission to kind of strike at the heart of poverty. And one of the biggest issues with poverty is that it's mindsets. It's mindsets of people. It's mindsets of communities. It's mindsets of governments and also businesses. If you look around and you travel around anywhere, whether it's Fort Lauderdale or New York or Miami or DC or LA or London or Paris, if you see any poverty-stricken community anywhere in the world, anywhere in the United States, I tell you there's one thing in abundance. It's lack of healthy, humane, vibrant businesses and also death. And I know that's radical, but it's the truth. You go into any blighted community, you will see the absence of any kind of serious signs of economic and business life. And that's one of the reasons why people are desperate, and that's why people are hopeless and they do crazy things. So the mission of this show is really to evangelize that, number one, we can do better than an 80 to 90% startup mortality rate. And two, to promote the tools that help create healthy, humane businesses, because I believe they are sources of life. That is my fundamental, unshakable belief, because I've seen, like I said, the exact opposite. Where you don't have it, you don't have healthy communities and healthy parents and healthy kids and healthy schools. So this broadcast, Business Skill Insight, is all about life. And the passion and mission of Business Skill Insights is to help as many people on this planet as possible live well, help as many people live full lives, help as many people as possible live their purpose. And I'm convinced that healthy, life-giving businesses have the potential to breathe life into people. It's so critical. It's so important. And if you take a moment to just observe the things that you've seen in communities around the world, the exact opposite is true. Where you don't have healthy, humane businesses, you don't have healthy lives and healthy communities. When we come back from this break, I'm going to go into far more detail about why we have to stop the trend of startup failure and why we need to change that and move into scale-up success. We'll be right back.
If you already have a proven business model but have concerns about the best way to grow and scale, then you should contact the experts at New Day Consulting Systems. New Day uses innovative techniques to 10 times the impact of your business. Your local business can become a regional, national, or international enterprise. New Day Consulting Systems will show you how. For more information and to get started with New Day, visit the website at newdayconsultingsystems.com. One word, newdayconsultingsystems.com. To get your business off the ground and into orbit, contact New Day today. Everyone loves getting the royal treatment. It's a clear understanding of that simple fact that has enabled Royal Maid Service to grow from one location in 1992 to be one of the largest maid services in Florida. Now, Royal Maid Service is actively looking for the right entrepreneurs for franchise opportunities in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Jacksonville, and Bonita. Royal Maid Service was founded by an English couple and operates on the centuries-old tradition of proper English service. If you are a strong entrepreneur looking to provide superior service to discerning clients, Royal Maid Service would like to speak with you. Call 800-577-5947. Again, that